Hi everyone. Finally getting all of our technical difficulties out of the way and beginning to uh, get to an introduction of the course. As you know by now, you're clicking through Blackboard. This is GNM2325 on Nutrition and Health, and I'm Guy Barbato. I'll be the instructor for the course. The course, of course, is asynchronous and both geographically and temporally, so it's kind of up to you to work your way through all of the readings, videos, and assignments that are located through the Blackboard content management system. I'm not a huge fan of Blackboard, as I'm sure some of you have had challenges with it in the past, but we'll do the best we can for right now. So let me switch over and get to you some slides to take a peek at and a quick introduction to the course. So if we just think about what we're going to do over the next 6 weeks, is we're really going to be thinking about nutrition. And when we think about nutrition and health, the first thing we're going to get going on is actually tracking what you eat. We're looking to find out exactly what you're eating and how it is matching up with our recommended daily allowances. There are a lot of different ways to do this. I really recommend using an app on your smartphone. You certainly could use one on your computer or on your tablet. My preference is to use something like MyFitnessPal, which some of you have already emailed me that you have access to, or I actually use both MyFitnessPal and have it sync with my Samsung Health app on my Samsung phone. I don't have an Apple device, but I'm sure Apple has one as well. We'll talk about this in a little bit more detail, but it's really important for you to get this set up by this weekend because we want to start tracking exactly what we eat next week. And of course, we will begin tracking, and we need 4 weeks of data because there will be a final paper at the end of the semester, and it will be to discuss how your tracking experience progressed. And we'll talk more about this in another few days. Ultimately, we'll also have a chance to talk a little bit about the scientific method. Here is one of my favorite cartoons that tells you the problem, both the advantages and, of course, the problems with being a scientist. There's a fella or a person at a lever, pulls the lever, gets zapped with lightning, and the normal person says, "Don't pull the lever again." The scientist says, "Wonder if it happens again." And so I happen to like that. We will spend a brief period discussing the scientific method. This will help us later on in the course when we talk about some myths in nutrition, some scams and hoaxes, which I think is a big part of my goal for the course, is to give you the tools to evaluate any kind of scam that you might encounter online. One of the things that excites me about nutrition is really the relationship between the basic molecules of life to our overall health. And of course, these molecules, and you'll notice that with the exception of water, the molecules that we'll be talking about are in order as they are presented on nutrition label. Water is incredibly important and very often skipped over as its important role in health. But next come fats, saturated fats, trans fats, and cholesterol are all printed on the nutrition labels. If you pick up something near you that has a food label on it, you'll see them very clearly marked. Then comes carbohydrates, proteins, and then vitamins, minerals, and other micronutrients. So we will be talking about the nature of those molecules, how we choose which ones to eat, how they are digested, and then, of course, how they are reassembled into our body components. Of course, since we are going to be talking about the different nutritional requirements, we should recognize that it is possible to both undereat and have a nutritional deficiency, but also to overeat. What happens if you eat too much of a particular nutrient? So we'll get a chance to address some of those most common problems along the way. Here, of course, is my little slide on digestion. We will talk in general about the physiology involved in feeding behavior, what makes you hungry, what makes you full, and the integration of those ideas with digestion, absorption, and transport. Of course, we'll spend at least a day talking about vitamins and supplements. This is just a picture, a stock photograph of all the different possible supplements that one might take. So, of course, you could always try eating real food, which would be, for my money, a nice opportunity to have something real instead of taking a handful of pills. Ultimately, is there a perfect diet? And we'll address this question. Again, this is in the latter part of the course. Let's find out, is there such a thing as a perfect diet for a perfect situation? I'm guessing you can already get a handle on the answer that no, there's a lot of individual variation amongst human beings, and let's find out ways that we can address these issues. I should make a note that there will be a compilation of news articles, and in particular some both popular press and scientific articles that are located in Microsoft OneNote that will be shared with you. The information on how to log in to the OneNote notebook is located in Blackboard, and we will also be looking at X and Twitter, or X formerly known as Twitter as we like to call it, using the hashtag GNM2325, a little typo there, and the idea being that you can begin to use Twitter to look for reliable information about nutrition, but also be able to find and identify scams and assorted hoaxes. And again, we'll talk in more detail about that in the coming weeks. Ultimately, everybody wants to know about exams. You should know something about me. I hate exams. I hate grading, probably more than you hate taking them and getting grades. But the bottom line is we have to do it to assign performance in the course. There will be 2 weekly assignments over the next 6 weeks that are worth 100 points. There will be 2 midterm exams worth 100 points. Your final diet tracking papers worth 100. The final exam is 150. And just watching all of the instructional videos and logging in and doing the readings is another 100 points. So there's a total of 650 points. I should mention at this point that the first assignment is to introduce yourself to me and the rest of the class. You will find the introductions assignment in the blog access portion of Blackboard. If you look at the left-hand navigation column, you'll find it in there. And so there's a little bit of a write-up. You can take some time and introduce yourself. Ultimately, that's pretty much it for the introduction. You'll find the syllabus online in Blackboard as well. That has been updated. There will probably be some minor changes through the weekend. Again, just making sure all the web links are functioning properly. I am always in my office. You can see all the stuff here. I'm in my office on campus. I'm at USC 121. So this is USC 1, part of the NAMS facilities. And I am in the corner office on the first floor. If you go through the left-hand doors, just past the water molecule, you can find me here in person. Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. I'll usually be here between 8 a.m. and 2 p.m. Alternatively, I'm always available by email. Speaking of which, please, please, please check your email regularly. Check your email regularly. Get used to doing it at least once a day, because reminders will come up, little videos like this will be available. And do you really want, even though we are asynchronous, you want to make sure that you are not too late in doing the readings, watching the videos, or doing the assignments. Again, just keep track of where we are. Even though it's a pretty straightforward course, I don't think it's overly challenging. You really want to stay on top of things so everything gets done properly. Meanwhile, looking forward to talking with you both online and in our little messages back and forth. I hope you enjoy the course. I'm looking forward to it again. Y'all take care, and I'll be seeing you.